Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Blurb, the show on the Blurb where we take a one-on-one interview with the cast and get to know a little more about them. I'm really excited about this first one because it is a member that had to take a leave of absence due to being on a study abroad opportunity, but now they are back as not only as the director for the show, but they are also the director of production and film distribution of the entirety of student media. So please welcome Sophia Sainato.
Yay! I'm so excited. I watched these while I was gone and I said, man, I can't wait till I get to do one day. And now I'm here, and I'm doing it.
Yep, you're first in line for these, and yeah, it's gonna be a great time. You know, you have been occupied by a lot of things in life lately. I think the first appropriate question would be like, you know, like where have you been? You know, like what's been up with life recently?
Yeah, so I was gone from January to May this last season of programming because I was studying abroad in Florence, Italy. It was a really fun experience. I learned so much about Italian culture, about myself, and it was just such a transformative experience. But now that I'm back, I am doing all this stuff with student media. I'm in my senior year at Kent, and I am, you know, just living life, having fun.
Yeah, that's really awesome to hear. It sounds like that you have just been everywhere at this point.
Yeah, I traveled in 7 different cities in Italy. I also took a weekend in Copenhagen, Denmark, which was so much fun. And I didn't get it there, but I've now had 2 new tattoos since departing. So I've got this one right here. It's the blue fairy from Pinocchio. And then I have right here a cat in Honey Pot because my cat's name is Honey.
Beautiful. Beautiful resignation there. So I guess moving along into like this show as a whole, since you're directing it, of course, what kind of made you want to be involved with the Blurb for both like I guess digital content and like directing it in general?
Yeah, I mean, I joined in the first place just because I had the availability many moons ago. I was the director, not director, I was the CG operator. I did everything with graphics. And then moving forward, I became technical director, became in charge of the switcher for the show. And last fall, I directed and TD'd, and that's what I'm doing again, which is such a fun time because while I am not necessarily on camera all the time, I still have the opportunity to interact with you all and help make your ideas come to life, which is a lot of why I'm still here, is because y'all have fun things that you want to do, and I love being able to make it happen.
And you're the reason we do make it happen. We really couldn't accomplish half of the things that we do on the show without you, so we're happy. I'm especially very happy that we have you here, but I'm sure everybody else that's watching this is also very happy for you as well.
Yes, it feels really good to be back.
Yeah, that applies to you and all of production. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the control room. You guys are really the reason why we are able to have everything that we have. So shout outs to all of you, production members in general, even across all of student media, because you guys really are the beating heart.
Our crews are, you know, they're bar none. I'm so grateful for each and every one of them, especially on the Blurb crew. They show up every week and we have a lot of fun.
Exactly. And I can see a lot of us really getting up there one day.
Oh yeah.
Potentially being like celebrity level.
For sure. I mean, this is where Kent becomes Hollywood.
Kent does become Hollywood. And that leads us right into our next question. Have you yourself met a celebrity?
Okay. So, kind of. They're like TikTok famous.
Okay, I mean, that counts. Content creation is climbing up there.
Yeah, so I follow a band on TikTok. They're called The Never Ending Fall. And they came up with this series kind of testing Kirkland brand items with name brand and just kind of seeing if there's a difference. And through that, they were able to promote their music, which I thought was really cool, and I loved their sound. So I started listening to their stuff more and more, followed their Twitch channel. They do streams multiple times a week. And last fall, I was able to see them in concert. And when I was able to tell them who I was, like based on like what my username is when I watch their streams, they were just as excited to meet me as I was to meet them, which was like next level. It was such a good experience. The concert was great, and they're talking about doing another headlining tour, so I really hope I get to see them again soon.
Hey, that's really cool. The fact that you were able to follow them and they were able to be connected to you as well to an extent, like I think anybody would have wanted that for like any band, let alone like for one that seems like to be as creative as them to be
Oh,
on
yeah.
TikTok and whatnot.
They are so creative. All of the things that they do to promote their music, as well as the things that they do with their music. They just released an album in August, and it has been, it's on repeat. It is on repeat, 24/7.
Hey, I mean, we just love to repeat that kind of music here.
Oh yeah.
On the Blurb in general.
Go stream American Disco.
Go stream American Disco. You heard it from the queen herself. Yeah, so I guess that leads us pretty good into the following question here, question 5. I guess what I would want to ask is, I imagine they probably have garnered a good amount of cash from their touring and whatnot. So my question is, what would you do if you won, say, like $20 million?
$20 million. Not only is that a lot of money, that's also a very specific amount of money. So I'm going to subtract from that everything that I need to pay off college, do that, cover that. Then I would set some money aside to help provide for my little sister. She is turning 10 at the end of this month, and if I am able to help with her college education in any way, I would. From there, I don't know. I would probably get myself some nice technical equipment because I do love making things. I would set a whole bunch aside for a tattoo budget. I have 9 tattoos, and I would want as many as I possibly can fit. Yeah. From there, I'd probably just save it for whenever I need it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would having that much, it would be solely integral to do so.
Yeah.
But the fact that you put your little sister first in that situation is really wholesome. But I have a follow-up question to that. What about Vinny's education?
So, for those that don't know, Vinny, one of the cast members of the Blurb, is my younger brother. If he needed help and I were to get that money now, yes, I would absolutely help out. However, I'm seeing this as this is 5-10 years in the future when we're already at that point in time where it's too late for us.
Okay, yeah, that's completely fair.
That was my thought process. Sorry, Vinny.
No, there, buddy. You'll get up there.
He'll get something. I'll buy him a camera.
Buy him a camera. Heck yeah. So, I guess my next question would be, do you have a favorite board game, and what would that board game be?
There are so many options because I played board games a lot as a kid. My family loves them. I think one of my favorites is Clue. I love Clue. I love the game. I love the movie. I love the play. I love everything about it. But I also, oh, you know what? I've gotten really into Sorry recently. I've gotten really into Sorry, and I don't know why, but I have a lot of fun with my friends whenever we play it.
Sweet. Look, hey, don't get mad. I never played Clue.
Okay. So that's going to change. I am making the executive decision now. That's going to change at some point this semester in some way, shape, or form. Coleman's going to play Clue. Okay? Because it needs to happen. It is so fun.
Okay. I have heard a lot of great things about it.
And we're going to watch the movie.
And we're going to watch the movie, and you said there was a musical?
There's a play. If I can find the DVD of when I did it in high school, we can watch that.
When you did it in high school, yeah. I would be so down for that. I'd want to watch that first before the real thing.
For sure.
I would want to watch that first.
Yeah, I played, she's not a character in the game, but she's Yvette. She's a French maid.
Hey, okay.
And I just was in a really bad French accent. I cried. I accidentally killed a cat. But yeah.
I have played Sorry. I have at least played Sorry.
Yeah.
I have played Sorry. Okay. Well, moving on from board games to cartoons, what would you say is your favorite cartoon?
SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
I was not expecting SpongeBob. I thought you were going to say Smiley Friends or whatever.
I do like Smiling Friends, but when I think of cartoons, I don't think of Adult Swim. I think of actual children's.
I forgot Smiling Friends was on Adult Swim, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. It's an Adult Swim show. But I think of SpongeBob because I've watched it for my entire life. I still watch it to this day. I still quote it to this day. If someone says one specific part of a specific scene, I can just keep going because that's just how much I've watched it. I love SpongeBob.
Well, thankfully, I am right there with you. SpongeBob has literally been the figment of one of the top figments of my life that has motivated me to keep going and just be happy because little yellow square dude, man.
That's right.
That little yellow square dude, man.
Period.
He just knows how to make anything a good time.
He does. He really does. I agree.
And hey, I mean, I know we don't really cover this medium on the show. He has a lot of great video games. Battle for Bikini Bottom, especially.
I will say too, he does have good video games.
Heck yeah.
More to come on that, I'm sure, at ASG.
Yep. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Well, you know, it's funny that we mentioned SpongeBob because he's all about having these perfect days and whatnot.
The best day ever, yeah.
The best day ever. Your turn, actually. So next question. What is your best day ever?
Well, I would sleep in till about 9:30. I don't usually get to do that nowadays. So I would get to sleep in, spend some time, just kind of relax, and then I would get out of bed, make breakfast, and then I'd spend some time meditating and journaling, giving myself some time to just really get all of my thoughts out, kind of figure out from within what I need for the day. And then I would walk around downtown Kent, shop a little. These earrings are from a business downtown. They are super cute. They're little lightning bolts. I wore them because it's the first KSTV first newscast that we aired at the time of filming this, and I thought that it was a really nice touch. But I love downtown. I think it's such a fun place to just kind of walk around and spend some time in. You know, maybe I'd get like a nice chai somewhere, or I would go to Belleria and go get lunch, or Barrio or somewhere. There's just so much to do, so much food to eat, so many places to shop at. So I'd spend the afternoon there, go back to my apartment, take a nap, and then wake up. I would make dinner or order food, and then I would invite my friends over and we'd play Jackbox games.
Boy, is Jackbox just some of the best.
It can create some of the best memories. It really can.
Literally. I only have a few Jackbox party packs so far, but I assure you that will change.
I have a strong majority. I have 3 through 9 at the moment.
3 through 9. I think I have like 1, 3, 4, and 7.
7's one of the best, if not the best, in my opinion.
I think I have those, but I need to definitely get more moving forward here. So I guess shifting away from that medium for a bit. I know you were talking about a little bit of like music earlier and whatnot. So what would you say are some of your all-time favorite albums? Like if you had to pick like a top 5.
Can I do like a top 5 for like this week because it constantly changes?
Go for it.
So right now, I can rattle them off. Cowboy Carter, my album of the year. Short and sweet. Not my album of the year, but still really good, and I'm singing and dancing along to most of the songs on that album. Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Miss Chappell Roan.
Love Miss Chappell.
Love Chappell Roan. I'm going to say American Disco. I really love American Disco right now. A lot of their songs are still in my like on repeat playlist, and they're my favorite band, so I'm biased. And then my last album, I'll say Harry's House.
Hey.
I'll say Harry's House. That album has some serious longevity, for sure.
It very much does, and I am waiting for Harry Styles to announce his next tour.
I need him to release something, anything. Please, I'm begging. Harry, if you're listening to me, release something, please. I'm dying over here.
Yeah, I've heard that every time that Harry performs with Stevie Nicks, it's inevitable to announce something new soon.
Didn't he perform with her recently?
I'm pretty sure she did. I want to say she did, yeah.
Yay.
I believe that she did.
Good.
So yeah, you know, I guess moving forward here, what would be, because of how much you're pursuing here so far, what would be like your dream career, like your dream ideal job that you see yourself landing after your time here at Kent State?
You know, it's funny because so many people are asking me that question because I'm a senior.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone's like, oh, what are you going to do after you graduate? And I'm like, I don't know. But I think I have 2 ultimate unrealistic dream jobs. My first ultimate unrealistic dream job is I would want to work for Mythical. I love Rhett and Link. I love Good Mythical Morning. I love the stuff that they create, and I feel like their formula is just so special that it's lasted for so long, and I'd love to be a part of that, especially with their representation that they give for different cultures and different viewpoints. When they do anything internationally, like you're seeing food culture from around the world. They did a series where their crew members and friends of the crew like spoke in different languages, and they had to try and understand it. So it's things like that that I really value about them, as well as they value LGBTQ plus rights. They do a pride collection every year and donate to charity. They have a program called Vote Like a Beast, which helps you get knowledge in your local and state and national elections, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, sounds very important for sure.
Everything that they've built, even this summer, they were competing to win the largest sum of money for a specific charity.
Okay.
And I love everything that they stand for, and I would love to work for them.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my other dream job.
Okay.
I want to work for Sesame Workshop.
I thought you were about to say Sesame Street.
So Sesame Workshop is what owns Sesame Street.
Oh.
And I've literally been obsessed with Sesame Street for my entire life. I think since I could form sentences, I was watching Elmo's World. And I love the way that they protect and value and work for children and their ability to grow and be happy. And to be a producer in that space, I feel would be so rewarding. But that's also like really hard to get into. So that's why I say ultimate unrealistic dream job, but I have a lot of other dream jobs.
Yeah, generally I could speak with you. I was definitely watching Sesame Street myself since I was like 3 and whatnot. Like I would always look forward to the Elmo's World segments myself. But I think another thing that made Sesame Street so amazing was not only that it would have the perfect lessons to teach and it would evolve with the times, but the amount of cameos and special guests on the show as well really made it important.
Everyone wants to be on Sesame Street.
Literally, and
everyone wants to be on Sesame Street. That's how you know you've made it.
Absolutely.
When you're doing a celebrity shot on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, big time. Because I know that Jack Black's been on Sesame Street. I know that Train has been on Sesame Street. I think
Train, Pentatonics, Ricky Gervais. I'm thinking like so many different people that are running through my head.
Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we could literally go on.
We could go on and on about who's been on Sesame Street because there are so many people.
Yeah. You know, we definitely admire Sesame Street. But,
absolutely.
But I'm sure there are others who you also admire. So I'd say out of the most, who would you say you admire the most and why?
I think my mom. She went back to school a little while after my brother was born, and we were still really young, but she went back to school to become a teacher, and now she's working through her second master's degree, all while raising 3 children, 2 college age and 1 in 4th grade. And she has always done it with so much care and attention to us and making sure that we were the happiest that we could be. She's been in my corner. I mean, all of my family has been in my corner, but my mom has always been there for me for the good, the bad, and the ugly, regardless of what's been going on in her life. So I really admire her for that.
Yeah, and I would definitely agree. I also admire my mother, and I think it's easy to say, I speak for all of us, we admire all the mothers of everybody on this planet.
Who would we be without our moms?
Literally, everybody and their mothers.
Yeah.
We are everybody with our mothers, and through. Like, guys, call your mom.
Go call your mom for me.
Yeah, tell her you love her, and tell them to have the best day that they possibly can because they deserve it. Just, moms are so beautiful. What would we do without them?
Truly.
So I guess moving back into the media specs of things.
Yeah.
What would you say is a movie that you could watch every single day?
Oh man.
There
are a lot of movies, and there are a lot of movies that I really, really like. The first thing that comes to mind is The Princess Bride.
Oh yeah.
Because not only is it such a classic, but it's also so simple that I feel like I can't get bored of it. Like, it's impossible for me to get bored of The Princess Bride because I know what's going to happen, but it's something that I love. And it's so quotable, and it's just so beautiful. And what I love about it is that there's not really much of a deeper meaning behind it. You're watching it for what it is. So you can watch it when you're feeling nostalgic or you're feeling sad or you just need something that's like so simple that you don't have to think about it too much.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely teaches like a really good lesson through and through. And I also feel like with that, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen The Princess Bride. You're just fine. Yep, it's just a lot of yeah. I know. I haven't played Clue, and I haven't watched The Princess Bride.
You haven't watched
change.
The Princess Bride, one of my favorite movies of all time. Coleman, Jesus. Okay, so now new plan. You're gonna watch Clue. You're gonna play Clue. You're gonna watch me in Clue, and you're gonna watch The Princess Bride. All by the end of this semester.
Better get the checklist.
If I have anything to say about it, that's what's happening.
Noted. All right. Yep. You heard it here first, folks. That's going to be what you will expect by December of this year.
Absolutely.
I will make a whole digital content piece just to encapsulate and review these. Well, with that being said, enough about me. I have one last question.
Okay.
And that would be, if you had to summarize yourself in only one word, what would that word be?
Pride. Because I take so much pride in everything that I do, and I try to put as much of myself in everything that I do, as well as like my relationships with others. I am always someone that is so proud of my friends for all of their accomplishments, big and small. I'm proud of myself for my accomplishments, big and small. I think there's just so many things to have that strong, supportive feeling for, and we don't realize that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always so proud of what everyone's able to come up with every week on the Blurb. I'm always so proud of my crew for putting on such a good show. And I'm always so proud of myself for getting through the day and being able to put on a good show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd say pride.
Yeah. I see you with taking a lot of pride 24/7, honestly. I feel like that word's really accurate. That fits you.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And again, like, I know I said this earlier, but like, what would the Blurb be without you, Sophia?
Don't say that, because my head's gonna explode from how big it's gonna get. But I am so happy to genuinely be able to help make so much of the Blurb happen. It is an honor, truly.
This will be a great semester.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait either.
So you better tune in and watch.
You better tune in and watch, everyone.